Right. Hmm. Hello, Maxwell. Uh, so how are you doing today, Maxwell? So funny. Oh, that's so funny. Pivot thought I was talking about him. Imagine the AI actually did call him a LARPer soft e-boy. Also, that was like 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes after that last message. Live Rikku reaction. I know, right? I love it. Now that it's socially acceptable to hate this guy, I want you to know I've hated him for years. Pippa's so funny. It is a shame that I just do not have the attention span to watch VTubers for more than 10, 20 minutes. I think the only time I got I managed to do more was with Dizzy when she was doing Digimon. But even then, I was listening to that while working in the morning. And I cannot watch streams, and I don't know why. In AI words, the most likely description I would give him would be the comic relief of constant nagging. Probably. The comedic relief that constantly gets nagged on by either me or Coroner. Also, all the shorts that have been made so far have been of just two, or yeah, all of the shorts as of recently have been of just two streams. Double check myself on this. How many of that has that been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
So
5. 25 shorts have been made out of the 2 streams. I think the biggest problem in those streams is I can almost remember what I was doing those 2 days we did the 2 streams. The first day, I think I didn't get much sleep, and I was starting to get sick, and I had class that morning. So I did not have much energy, but it does pick up. And then the same thing going on with the second stream, because I think that was literally the next day where my cold has progressed. I just finished class, and she's like, all right, I gotta do this. Yeah, no. 25 shorts. And another one, I don't know if I counted the one that's coming out today. I do agree with the AI, yeah, the openings haven't always been the most engaging, but I'm pretty sure that some of these shorts just don't get pushed out into the ecosystem. Because I'm pretty sure the ones that have done well have been pushed out, and they're the ones that people just, swipe down to. They're not actively clicking on it because they see it in a feed where it's literally just the next short playing. Then again, I don't know how the average person does that, because I'm pretty sure it's just they don't because if you go to the home page, let me check on mobile. Is he retiring? Yeah, I will say maybe title matters, but even then I don't. Yeah, so even on mobile, for me it gives me a playlist, and then below that is 4 different shorts. And then after that it's just videos, posts, and all of that. And then after a few videos, it's another set of 4. But I'm pretty sure what most people do, I'm assuming on mobile, is just literally hit the shorts tab, and then based off what they watch, that's their what's the word? That's what they get. And then when they go through all the ones that they recommend, that's when you start getting the different ones. I really don't think title or thumbnail for shorts matter until maybe I should look that up. I don't know if anyone's done that though. How do most people usually do the shorts? And usually it's just the shorts feed is what. Only thing that matters is who's in it. Yeah, pivot. Yep, that's what the AI says. It's RNG to a degree. That's the thing. That's why I know yesterday's short wasn't the greatest, but only 126 people. That just tells me that compared to the other shorts, you just didn't push it as much as you did the other ones. And I haven't changed the time that I upload the shorts. It's always been 7 p.m. Chicago, so Central Standard Time. And we've gone from, we've been consistently getting at least a couple hundred views. But when it's only 129 views or whatever after a day, yeah, no, it's for some reason you didn't want to push that. And I'm wondering, because it's not the swearing, I'll tell you that much. In most of the shorts, me and Pivot are sailing like sailors. We're saying fuck and shit very constantly. If I go to Oh yeah. Pivot learns the horrifying truth. The one where he learns that I made him small in the stream and I put accurate size and an arrow pointing towards him. And he is literally just cursing me out. And that one got pushed just fine. That's for the month of April, that's the highest viewed short. And again, like, Pivot is cursing me out. He says, "You bitch, you fucker, you bitch, you fucker, you bitch." And it goes through just fine. Uh, I'm assuming now that AI is being used in YouTube, I might need this. Let me check this. I need to make a note about this, but I didn't. Too niche? Too niche. Bullshit. I do feel like the AI might be fucking things over a bit. Because it's like, oh, well, this is what we see in the video, so we don't think people like it, so we're just not going to push it out that much. Like, I forget what I named the short originally. Let me check on Discord. It was Pivot and Rikku bicker about nothing and just argue about cats at the end. Like, when that was the title, I think only maybe 20 views. And then when I changed it to arguing, that is the shorts, that's when, like, it started to be picked up more. But again, I don't believe it's because people are, like, actively looking for shorts. I'm pretty sure it's literally just swipe up when you go to the shorts tab. I don't think people are actively, like, looking through a catalog. It's just, no, let's just do this. Give me the funnies. So I might have to be more clickbait if the title, not because people themselves are clicking, but because for some reason the internal algorithm and the AI are just dictating that if the name isn't catchy enough, it just won't sell it. Like, today's short is called "When a Texan Speaks, Be Quiet and Listen." As a man who spends too long on shorts, yeah, like my brother, like I don't remember if he does like Facebook. I think he does, he does YouTube and Facebook shorts when, like, he's just relaxing and chilling. Like, I think he'll click on one that interests him, and then, like, usually he'll let the next one play. And then if that one's funny, he usually lets the next one play. So I really do feel like I am not clickbaiting for the sake of the audience. It is for the sake of the internal machinations of YouTube's distribution system. Because, yeah, again, it's not like a normal video where the name of the thumbnail really matters. It can help, it can definitely help. But I think, like, shorts are probably the best example of, you have to hope and pray YouTube's willing to work with you. And I've seen like, when I was starting to do shorts, I saw one opinion that said, like, you should be doing 2 to 3 shorts a day. And, like, his numbers are pretty good, but also he was making, like, shorts of, like, popular streamers. So And that's also his full-time job as well, was just essentially making shorts, it seemed like. Actually, I want the analytics on this. Why was this not pushed out? All right, Mr. AI, what excuses do you have? So, okay, what is Friendly Banter 1? I want to watch this. Also, do I have browser audio on? What is this one? Okay, does that mean if I listen to this, you guys can be able to hear it as well?
As I was saying, so when you're playing a...
No, keep going.
When you're playing a game online, as I was saying, so when you're
How is this... Okay, this short's actually funny. So the name was Friendly Banter 1. It had 148 views. And it's 10 seconds. It literally starts with pivot walking framing going. When you're playing a multiplayer game, I throw the sticker grenade at him. I miss. It zooms in on my face as I realize I missed. It explodes. He turns around, and like you could hear all that. So again, video performance summary. Every video gets this now for analytics. And the third thing it says, while engagement is high, total views 148 are currently below your typical range, suggesting that while the content itself is performing well, the current title and hashtags might not be reaching as broad an audience as usual. Which, what even was the description of this video? The hashtags were hashtag VTuber, hashtag ENVTuber, hashtag Halo. Recently with hashtags, I've only kept the VTuber and ENVTuber. I stopped saying Halo. For some reason, it just felt like that just screwed me over, so I've just been doing hashtag platypus. Also, I have never changed my tags. My tags have always been VTuber, VTuber, ENVTuber, ENVTuber, if you're wondering what the difference is between those. One is all lowercase, one has the first few letters capitalized. Then it's hashtag then it's Rikku, part-timer Rikku, PTR, Rikku, PC, waifu, capitalism. Those are my tags. And then what's the game? Halo the Master Chief Collection. Again, yeah. And the video is called Friendly Banter 1. Maybe YouTube doesn't like banter and or bickering used in the descriptions. Because Friendly Banter 2 did even worse. But then the short after Friendly Banter 2 was White Girl Loves Kimchi, aka Pivot. That had 1,437 views. And that still has, I've never changed my tags for these. Also, I will say, so the short after that was monkey noises, where I don't know why I just started, ooh, ooh. I just started making monkey noises. And I'm just assuming, it just doesn't, I can't use that word either. I can't use monkey. Because other people have ruined it. So I can't use banter, I can't use bickering, I can't use monkey. I can't use heck either. You could always make Spider-Man and Elsa content. You're so right, Pivot. You're so right. But yeah, I just want to talk about that briefly for the stream because I just think it's funny that it really does feel like my shorts are a roller coaster of YouTube will actually promote it, and then it's like, oh no, we can't do this one for some reason. I just realized I was responding to Riku from 3 minutes ago. Come on, Pivot. This is a live stream. How about you be, up to snuff? Oh, this was a good one. Cool tricks to do amongst friends in Halo. 2,336. No, 2,366. Hopefully the short today does well, but I think the biggest thing that I care about, so even though yesterday's short didn't do well, no, I thought it was yesterday's. No. Which one is this one? Arguing, that is a short. We got 2 subscribers from that. So yes, more views would be nice, but at this point just gain subscribers. And shorts have been the most consistent thing. But regardless, we are here for this. Alright, it is getting... Okay, what's the temperature outside right now? There will be humidity today. Okay. So audio may become a little more scuffed, but it's all right because we're here together as a unit. All right, starting off strong with being called a fuckboy. Looks like you're back on the beach, crawling around like you're looking for lost coins and trash with a metal detector. Except you're looking for friends and people whose lives you can make a little better for your reality warping powers. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. You're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. Oh, we're just starting this horse shit. Got it. You look up and see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, but in the sense that he literally has fins on his face. Although, he's definitely a little fishy in the other sense, too. I don't need this Harry Potter look-like motherfucker to be judging me. I can just... Now, wow, that's good spray art. It's so good I want to punch it. He just has that aura of like, man, I just need to put you in a headlock and then shove you in the locker. After a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily. Hey, you over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to when you're literally the only other person around for miles. Yes, thank you for pointing to yourself. Are you that alien friend slut everyone keeps talking about? Friend slut? Wow. You tell that guy that, yes, you are the friend slut. It's you. That is basically exactly what you are. It's what you do. Slut for friends. It's palpable that he was rated 2014-ish. That's the full millennial. The one strand of that one bit of hair that's dyed. The scarf, a cloak. Those exaggerated glasses. Oh yeah. the little lore. So my glasses, there's a style that I like. Essentially just take a normal pair of glasses, except take off the plastic frame on like the lower half. So they're not like the cool guy sunglasses where like they're just a rectangle. No, they're still very circular, oval shape. But I've always appreciated more when it's just the glass on the bottom. Also, it just makes it nicer because it feels like those glasses aren't like, or yeah, the bottom of my lenses aren't clipping like my face or whatever. And that's a style I've had ever since like 2012, 2013. Like, I'll always show slightly grandpa-esque formal glasses. Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture. Because as you know, these streams are literally the just chatting streams because Homestuck always gets me talking about different things. Oh wow, I think I found a picture of exactly what I have. Oh, no. They're similar enough though. Ooh. Yeah, these ones. Oh. Shit. Yeah, the glasses I just posted pretty much are the ones that I wear. You ask him who called you that in the first place. You're gonna need to thank them for giving you such apt terminology with which to describe yourself. Was it Solix? You had a lot of money that it was Solix. No, it wasn't fucking Solix. God. Jeez, you really are a hyperactive little bulge muncher, aren't you? Parcat? No, that was something I came up with myself. After hearing everyone talk about you and shower you with praise on Trollian, I'm Eridan, by the way. I'm very rich and important around here, and by that I mean on this planet. Wow, you sincerely thank Eridan for his nicknaming services. Something tells you that this guy might actually kinda suck, though. God, I suck. My Moira and my Kisses both spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently, and they dumped the hell out of me. Ripped my goddamn heart like it was part of a grisly offering to the gods. Eridan turns a dramatic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feelings jam. Fuck yeah. You can't believe your luck in running into the one motherfucker on this planet desperate enough to just tell a complete stranger all of his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo. Ammo with which to pierce his heart with, like, you know, the power of friendship or something. So I'm like going through a lot at the moment because honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me or date me or hate me. Nobody gotta put up with my unending tidal wave of bullshit, so what even is the point anymore? Nobody wants to be my friend, and I don't blame them. That's not true. You want to say no. You want to scream out so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There's definitely something wrong with you. Are you just gonna stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Open up in front of other people I've never met. I mean, people pay good money for this shit. A good melodramatic Ampora Wallowin from yours truly usually costs a fucking premium. Oh, what? Yeah, woe is me, etc, etc, etc. Listen, are you gonna give me the cash or what? This guy can't be fucking serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay? Sometimes that means taking money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. You understand, right? Awesome, please pay me for listening to my problems. You're starting to get an idea of why people might have gotten sick of this guy to dump him without remorse. Calmly, you let Eridan know that you are, simply put, broke as hell. I can't read calmly without thinking of Dumbledore asking Harry Potter calmly and then the movie. Just from the soul just screams, Harry Potter! Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what, if you can't compensate me with cash, maybe we could find an alternative method of payments. Oh god, no. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. Listen, I'm still messed up over theft and Bert's breaking my heart as carelessly as a poor beast knocks over a wine glass, shattering it into a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beach gazing, I'm very lonely. What I want is for you to accompany me on a little friendly outing. Oh. Is that all? Because honestly, you have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part? Much less actual emotional extortion. If I listen back to the voice I gave him, yeah, I think that's pretty spot on. If you hate it, all the better. This guy might be even more... Guys, I need to do a soft E-boy voice. Help me. I need to learn. This is where I wish I could burp on command. It's like, ooh, guys, oh my gosh, and then burp. But I can't. Once again, comedy eludes me. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you are at your worst. But you say sure. You're absolutely down to do anything with him. Really? That's awesome. Why do you... Airden tries to crack a light smile and fails. Is this... Oh, what's his name? Equius? Where he tries to have a calm, reassuring smile and he just looks so strained. Except with Equius, it's... He doesn't cause me to cringe. He causes me to be a bit... What's the word? Repelled. But he's a good guy. Airden... Shove him in the locker. Well, I think I'll let you decide what we should do together on a little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this. So I'll go anywhere you think of. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Hot damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard? That's... Okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down. Maybe you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go. You decide. I hope all these ones... So I want all the ones except for the one at the very top to be the wrong one. We're going to the anime store. So that's where you want to go. That... What the actual fuck? Wait, what? Do they have voices? What? Hold on a second. Give me a second. Oh my gosh, let me... Shit. Alright, there we go. So that's where you want to go. That's fine, I guess. Airden's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's certainly not fine for him. Listen, forget this whole thing, actually. I think that maybe we aren't meant to be friends, given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you made your decision so carelessly. What the fuck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted. You were completely fine letting him... Oh, god damn it. He's leaving already. before you even said anything, you stop paying attention for one freaking text box, and this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach, away from you like a humongous tool. Yeah, maybe it's for the best. He was giving you some soft zebra. You know, it was nice not remembering zebra, and then I remembered. Gabe over. I love how huge that hoodie is on us. Oh my gosh, Aridin. I'm so happy to be talking to you right now. Let's find a graveyard. Oh my gosh, Aridin. I have a wonderful idea that probably won't be the right answer, but... Hey, do you want to teleport to Earth? I love this. Just... You purposely had to fuck this up multiple times because he's such a giant piece of shit. No, Rick, you don't understand. As soon as this volume's over, you'll understand that, like, you know, maybe he's not as bad as ever. A chud before chud time. You're not sure where to go. Where do you want to go, Aridin? I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go. God damn it. You were hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity in the best direction. Does he really not have anywhere particular he wants to go to? Or surely it doesn't matter what you pick. If he's being so insistent on letting you choose, you decide. Let's go to a stolen art museum. So that's where you want to go. That's fine, I guess. You want to watch a movie then, champ? Let's watch a movie. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes, you know what is up. We are totally in fucking sync. You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. No, see, I already have movie tickets and had them for like a month and was planning on going in a few minutes from now anyways. So clearly we're destined to be together as lifelong fucking pals. I wish. Let me pull it up. I wish I had my Crystal Skull vodka right now. This band's gonna make me fucking drink. Yeah, I'm keeping the drink out, actually. Fuck that. I might not have it in real life, but at least I can have it on stream. Because you knew exactly what we were always going to do. You're sorry. He had movie tickets this whole time. Why didn't you say so? Oh, you know. You don't. You're a little miffed that he was just expecting you to know what he wanted the whole time, but you're not letting it get to you. Moving on, let's get this show on the fucking road. I'm calling up the airship right now, and we can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet renowned classic known as Shrek 2. What do you say? Your eyes widen a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit take motion. You're sorry. Shrek 2. Classic. Finally, someone speaking your fucking language. It's an unironic masterpiece that... Suddenly, a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Eridan standing side by side in a desert, surrounded by the black void of a cracked sky, and just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. As Shrek leans over Eridan's body and says, "It's all ogre now." Oh boy, what the fuck was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Eridan smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. This vision was so out of place that were it not for Aradia, you just start thinking none of your vague past memories are real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt that any of what you're experiencing is real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot somehow? You refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly you're on an airship deck, and Eridan's walking in front of you towards the bridges of this ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say. Also, when did you get here? You walked on like any bipedal, quadrupedal, or stagopedal alien would. What are you talking about? Sorry, Shrek was making distracted. Or disassociate. Okay, fine, fucker, I'll just say it again. Welcome to the airship de Ampora. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every conceivable way. No kidding. The airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it. Buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You probably get tired walking from end to end on this damn thing if you couldn't teleport. You and Eridan mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various caves to casual t-shirts to flarp cosplay to... Well, there's a ton of shit in here. There's a pile of ornate sticks in the corner too. You wonder... Don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything, since magic is fake as shit after all. I'm just remembering when Kanaya goes beast mode and just disproves his magic, breaks the stick, and he's like, "Oh no!" And I'm still killing you, by the way, Eridan. You're not getting out this time. I forget. Is that before or after she takes the lipstick smeared with blood and puts it on her lips? No, that's before, because she kills Eridan, and then she also knocks out, fuck. Why am I forgetting? Vriska. Yes, she knocks out Vriska, breaks his wand. I forget. Yeah, no, she kills Eridan. And then with the blood, with the blood-stained chapstick lipstick, puts on her lips, and Vriska's like, oh shit, she's hot. You resist the urge to laugh in his face. Of course magic is real. Those are all just confiscations that I confiscated from unscrupulous lowbloods in a store with many stacks of cash given to the owner. I love how you keep digging that grave, Eridan. You could have just stopped by saying you confiscated from lowbloods, you know? The unscrupulous lowbloods. You could have just stopped there, but you had to keep speaking. You had to keep proving you got big dick, alright? You're a funny guy, Mr. Eridan. Definitely not something I like having here. Right. Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room, and besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble. Really. You see a lot of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. Kinda want to put one on. It's about time for you to add another fan art generating attire to your wardrobe. Oh, hell no. Those dresses are mine. Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you didn't know that his taste was so good. The dresses look so pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before. or if he just keeps them here to look nice. Of course I've put those on before. Just, they're private use only, you know? And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not like that. Thinking about my gender or anything like that. When I put them on, just feel nice and breezy and shit. I mean, let's be real. Gender is more or less a fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. It's just so arbitrary, you know what I'm saying? To nobody's practical benefit, I might add. And it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth, even back a long ass time ago. Point is, the concept that gender is a strictly binary isn't archaic. It's just flat out wrong. And I think it's honestly kind of fucked up. Especially since people who go out and say it's a stone-set immutable fucking law are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority. Now, Aridin. Cool. You know, fight the power. But don't you also love oppressing people? And dividing them between, you know, rightfully rulers of the universe to those people? Good on you for fighting the good fight, my guy. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. There's something in Aaron's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Something about the way he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn this sort of stuff to impress people or appear woke, as the kids say. Or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his own personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. No, he can still be a massive piece of shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Our guy is Nah, he's a good guy. He's giving people chances. We appreciate that. We appreciate that about the MS Reader. But we're not gonna, you know, gloss over the whole other thing he's done. Oh, let's just talk about the hemo spectrum. Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid lives they live. Which is why I've planned to do so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spend so much time sniping leads in the air and shooting holes into low blood's feet. Those children have less satisfactory essences coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. This isn't a I told you so moment. This is a moment where you put your hand on his shoulder is like, you're one of the best of us, you know that? I wish you were right. That's all I can say at that point is I wish you were right. You quickly reassure Aridin that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. No, you just peeked your guts out for some other completely different reason. There's probably just something in the air that smelled. Something probably just full of shit, yeah. Whatever you say, I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go back button and challenge Aridin on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? What, are you fucking kidding? I'm not an ally, I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you know this from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like, I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Aridin and Poria in the hand if I annoy them. And he's a purple blood, isn't he? He's like, is there purples are clowns, right? Or is he like a violet and that's technically different enough? Or is it just that purple is royalty, but usually clowns are in that and then fish folk are in that? I forgot about that. I know the fish folk are seen as the superiors, and clowns are just outrageously strong, and I know purple's the highest, but I forgot that, or is it the thing that, like, words. Because that's why Fretfully is such a monster, like, when she pursues royalties. Okay. Violets are royalties, like the commanders for the fuchsia blood. Okay. And then violet is different from the purple that trolls have, or the clowns have, because the clowns have a dark purple, right? And Aridin here has this light purple, essentially. Purples are like the church. There's church nobility and then Catholic clowns. Oh, purples are like the church, and then the church nobility are the clowns. Okay. Okay, I kind of get that. Yeah. Which isn't okay. If I know them, which isn't too big of a deal because Vile Bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but I suck, and I bet half of this whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly support something like the destigmatization of gender non-conforming trolls, any existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. I'm glad he's self-aware enough to realize that his name attached to anything is just bad. Which I guess you could say makes him an ally because of that. Because he understands that him not saying anything is actually the best move. And I'm not gonna be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you didn't really think about it all like that. Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Aridin thinks, right? Riku, he's a performative male before performative males. Well, I mean, he is supposed to be the zebra adjacent, and Zebra said a lot of things. Ooh. What was that, bro? I remember those little tirades Zebra would go on about wanting to have a lower blood mate split or just friend because, hey, I'm fighting against the system. I'm risky, I'm going against the system. Ooh, look at me, Mr. High Blood, low blood here. Except he was never any real danger, especially went to that low blood concert. And he's like, oh yeah, I just got the update that the swarms are coming in like in 10 minutes because I'm higher up on the spectrum, so we can leave now. All I had to do was just show up. Get us bottle like class action while we were slandered. Wait, give me a second. Ah! I have Solix representing the Geminis, so I'll take it. Because Solix is his brief appearance in Homestuck 2 was so fucking funny. Yeah, I'm just playing the game. John proceeds to, air out some of the things that he's got going on, and Solix like, bro, my girl left me. I'm in someone's basement, but I gotta play video games. I'm kind of stuck on this level right now, but man, I'm good. Yeah, it sucks. That's a compliment. It really is. Solix is great. Again, Solix Homestuck 2 is actually just so funny. He's such a bizarre sequence. I just love it. Also, the scene where Aradia just disappears on him, he's just like, I guess we're doing this again. That's why I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it even. At least it means someone's thinking it. Oh my gosh. If any of you have seen Homestuck, or not Homestuck, BoJack Horseman, with I think it was the last season, with Mr. Peanut Butter becoming the face of depression, and it's Sad Dog is Sad. And that's why I think of Aridin right now. Yeah, he's just vibing. He's just there. Which is like cool too, because Aradia is just really interested in like death. So like Solix is pretty much in the clear, my guys. I do wish we saw more of their interactions. Because you have Solix. I don't know, their personalities just seem like just a lovely haven for comedy. Because of how Aradia is now, just being a complete menace, and then Solix just chilling to the max, and sometimes going on his gamer tirades. I don't know. I just think it's either gonna be it's just gonna be really chill, or it's just gonna be back and forth banter that's not really banter. It's just literally talking to them. Low key boyfriend, high key G, exactly. When I think high key, I think like more. Let me make sure I'm getting this. Let's see. She's high key. Like, she'll just go on a rant, and then either Solix goes on his own little rant, but it's, no. I could see Solix saying something is dumb that Aradia has said. Not saying she's dumb, we're just saying, like, that's a dumb idea. And then Aradia would just keep going. And then, like, that's just be the kind of their conversation, but, like, they both have an extreme understanding of each other, you know? The yapper and the listener, yeah. Because Solix can be a talker, but usually that's just Carcat bringing it out, and that's because, like, you know, guys being dudes. It's just guys playing Xbox and they're shit talking on mic. Yeah, no, if Solix would be real chill, I could see only a few times would Solix ever be like a quarter of energetic as he is with Carcat in discussions. But even then, I think how he talked to Kanai is like a good example of that. It's how a lot of conversations go for Aradia. Not like, because yeah, Aradia just saying the most unhinged, just out of left field stuff, and Solix going, I mean, weird, but yeah, no, like, I get you. I wouldn't say it like that, but yeah, no, I get you. Aradia, that's the most fucked up way you could have put it, but no, I get you. That relationship makes me laugh. I'm so glad it's a thing. Hi, Frida. Alright, we should mean someone's thinking about me. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyway, let's talk about something else, like Solix. You gonna disparage my man who has the best girl? You gonna fucking do this, my guy? Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge or not? Just curious. But fuck it, I'll ask him myself. Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Aridin whips out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. Hey, for fuck's sake, this better not be about your ex again. Didn't I tell you a million times to stop talking to me already? First of all, don't rub it in, or don't rub in about Beth's blood. I can come to your house and put a bullet through this. Oh my god. Oh. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask you something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge? Wow, what the fuck? You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Aridin, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. I've heard the rumors, pal. First off, not your pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge? Fuck off. Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple of sweeps at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that. You are way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? You should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my ever-restant goddamn bone presence. You mean palm husk. What the fuck ever, dude? Frankie, because I'm fucking irresistible, aren't you? Fuck off. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled, you turned into this completely moronic e-boy, and it's driving me out my goddamn mind. Solix, the e-boy. I don't think you know the words you speak, my guy. Man, how topical. Man. Solix is actually just out here vibing, faithful to his girl, and you pull this shit after that whole Sakuno drama or whatever. Aridin, my guy, fuck off. Lamau, do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you got cucked by me super hard. What? Yeah, I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30... I forgot that time's also fucked up. But man, Solix is actually rage baiting him hard. Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah, I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30 minutes now. What? Hey, Solix, who are you talking to? An entitled sub. Hey, Solix, who are you talking to? An entitled sub. Put Pfeff on the phone, you quadrant horn dick shitter. Oh, are you finally making fish puns? I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now. Listen, you stupid motherfucker. Next time I see you, I will kill you. Really now? Are you really murderous today? Or just trying to get your daily negging in on me? Listen, how about we settle this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head on over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumb ass over there and fight me, fuckboy. After I said Solix was faithful, he's now smacking on FF. I am now Boo Boo the Fool. Then again, also, time's supposed to be weird. Arati's not dead, but she's also... Is she already in her robe? When did she when did she go into a robot? Was it before the game or after the game? Either way, I'm boo-boo the fool. There's no recovering from this. Aaron's face softens from an expression of rage and anger to one of tranquility and calm before he starts to laugh a little. Holy shit. This a date I'm about to go on. Wow. You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow, he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solix. It was like he was almost playing out his awfulness. He starts mulling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solix when he gets there. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes, and you make your way to the airship deck of Eridan, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile, or at least the one close expression you've seen him having. Solix hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? What? Like, I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life one way or another. Understand? You look at Eridan. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this was more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflectively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat cynetics before Azdaja, and shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackle this time and look back up at Solix, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He's glowing red and blue, with lightning still energizing into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shockwaves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix. Come on now, this is this all you fucking got? Something about Eridan's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Oh, he went straight for the piece. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Solix with completely unwarranted confidence. Solix's psychonetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out and you hit the deck. Stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, and ass in the air. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking laser beams out of his eyes, and Eridan returns favor of his own gun's laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from view. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover. Eridan blasts most of them away, but the largest lodges itself right into the barrel of his gun. As if to say, nothing personal, jackass. Solix flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter? Frida. When Eridan crashes through the other side, he is collapsed covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Nothing personal, jackass. By the time Eridan gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he... You hear little tons of rock crumbling from the ground. You look down and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. Ah, he's above you. Pointing upward, levitating some kind of Is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Sulix bring a fucking shopping mall to a gunfight? Wait, that mall. It's that mall. The one where, in an arrogant timeline, Daria pleaded for you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet society into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak. I just saw that, Maxwell. Thank you. You lose yourself briefly in your... Actually, I want to show that off real quick. Warren. Oh. Okay, I'm making them right now. Where's my folder? Ah, there we go. Fuck you, Aridin! This was made by Maxwell. I'm gonna choke that bitch out. Anyone who falls in the line of zebra needs to be choked the fuck out. Yes, thanks again, thank you again for that, Maxwell. Oh, Aridin, you just love saying words. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. Couldn't help Daria then, and now that's easy to. Feeling that one request is impossible yet again. So frustrating. You didn't save Daria, you couldn't save anyone. Maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe we've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you could save right now. The mall is massive, and if it collides with the ship from that high above... Oh fuck, you have to get out of here. Gotta give you credit to your soul. Nobody ever tried to maul me or something so fucking big. What the fuck do you mean, maul you? What does this even mean? Maul isn't a verb. No, hold on. Okay, see, we are thinking of two different words that sound the same. Wait. I literally could not care less. So explains the thankfully abandoned mall directly at Aridin with what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Okay, fuck. Now or never. You have to get off this shit now. Aridin might be durable enough to survive getting drop kicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple scratches, but you're fragile. You probably die from tripping down the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Aridin getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him? What should you do? We'll care. We'll save Zephyr. You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Aridin, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You got this. We're going to jump in like a fucking action hero and save Aridin. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1. Teleport in. You zap right in front of Aridin and he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, ow. Aridin clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using gun blast with propulsion. Fuck, he already had an escape plan and... Jesus, fuck, this hurt. Your arm, what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into the fucking sun. Why did no one tell you that sun laser beam application hurt this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of it here. You can't even fucking bring yourself to focus on Sullick's yelling fuck, fuck, fuck as a Titanic shopping mall structure hurtles towards you. You try to steady your breathing, calm down, try to focus on reality behind you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you, and neither does the unflappable march of gravity as the sheer force of the mall crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you'd find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crash site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat. Whoops! Oh, close menu, start. Too dangerous, get off the ship without him. Fuck it, he'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. You try to think of somewhere to zap, anywhere. While you do this, you notice Aridin fire a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You, meanwhile, just need to get out of here. As fast as your mind can take you, as soon as you close your eyes, zap away until your surroundings change. You find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Sullix was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. Oh, that's a cool CG. I like it. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Sitting in front of it all is Sullix. You frankly zap your way towards him and ask if he and Aridin are alright. Well, that'll show a guy not to ask people about the shape of their bulge. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rub my guy. Xbox Call of Duty lobby. My guy. But he does say yet, though. It's on the table. You ask Solix what Aridin did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. Yeah, he knows, he understands the power difference, but also he knows he can still, give him a good old 1-2 buckle my shoe. I know, I would know if he was about to die anyways. Second of all, this asswipe calls me at ass crackle clock and either spouts some high blood spirituality garbage he doesn't even believe or complains about his love life. He doesn't even believe in that. He's just keeping up appearances. Like you said, Maxwell, performative male. I think, no, if we gave him magic, he'd still be an asset. Basically, every fucking day. So what he's saying is that throwing a mall at Aridin was just meant to send a message? Pretty much. Not long ago, he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF just to see if she ever talked about him. Oh, she. Yikes. Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy. Not to mention, skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend shtick, but he's not your responsibility nor mine. Maybe Silix is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Aridin feel better or fix his problems or set him on the right track. That's probably why his Moirile, why everyone gets sick of him. But you're supposed to do something here for everyone. You can feel it. Like, you're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say, eat my ass, Destiny. All these kids will get the chance at good lives. Lamau, you sure this isn't just some kind of hero complex? Maybe? Probably. You just wish Airden could be a little bit less of a tool bag? Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know? Maybe not. It doesn't change what you're gonna try and do. You got a lot to say to Airden. You wave Silix goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. It only takes a few minutes to find Airden sitting on some rocks. Ugh. Fucking no. That hurt like hell. He's alive! Of course I'm alive. You think I died just because I got a building thrown at me? Oh. Actually, if I didn't blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that leads to a decent, continuous relationship. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here, huh? Hey, you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need and every whim cared to with ease, and that even despite all of that, your happy moments are as fake as magic is? Even more fake? There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. For all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right? You ask Airden if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can even handle it. Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I'm in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times, and also getting thrust under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle... Okay, thankfully that's right there, but I keep forgetting to do this every stream. Thankfully, the image that Demon's already made, you know, this lovely friend in the Rikku hoodie, because we gotta give him more outfits, covered up that theme thing. You can handle the truth, so fucking just give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life through no work of their own, and who's placed all of his stock onto social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him and rejected all the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in the society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it hurts your other friends, but not even trolls on the top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of prison. He's a 6 sweeps old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who could finally burn away all of his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who said, maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Airden to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance of him the way Solix has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that covered him throughout the sweeps. Damn I. Okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep-cutting and helpfully advisory reflection, but like, there's no way I'm gonna remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely gonna be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. I'm gonna be honest here, I'm gonna have to ruminate on all of this for a while, but I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you. Fair point. It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force feed the guy a redemption arc in the span of a day. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. But even the shittiest kids can change a lot. Good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me. Even if only for today. Of course you tell Airden. What else are friends for? Besides, your day of him isn't over. Wait, what do you mean by that? After all this, you want to still spend time with me? Yeah, we're going to the movies, guy. Absolutely. Take Airden's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, You two have a movie to watch. This is my swamp. I like this. I like this ending. MS Reader's probably right. He'll still probably suck for a year from now. But I think once like he stops, I think he can just be a really chill guy. I think legitimately Aridin can be a chill guy if he follows through with what our character says. Like he can actually be like a decent person to hang out with. Again, like I do believe he can be more chill than Sulks and just kind of be with emotions and be very pleasant to be around. You hope Aaron starts to reflect on his worldview as well. Some of them. Fisherman's accountants. Alright, Fat Free. Or should I say Hitler? Let's go. Life in the Dream House. As you've had occasion to remark before, I'm gonna pick you up, cat, because I'm stronger than you. I own you. That's right, being held like a babe. Get rotated, idiot. Did you hear Sayla meow when she did that, or no? Also, I trimmed her nails today, so she's not gonna be gunning for my throat. I managed to trim both hers and Char's today, so I'm very happy about that. I only do the front claws, though. I never do the back. Because, yeah, cats don't like it when you grab their legs, so I ain't fighting that fight. It's already a struggle enough to get their front paws. Oh, who is my little baby girl? Who is my baby little girl? You are, Sayla. You are. They're almost gonna be, I think they're almost gonna be 5 years old. I need to put down Sayla. I'm gonna cough and she's gonna get scared and she's gonna kick off. Both because it's night all day long, and because of its hideously brutal society, where the strong prey on the weak and the weak prey on the strong. The weak should fear the strong. That's what I learned from Xavier Renegade Angel. And all this preying ends only when the survivors are shipped out to prey on everyone else in the galaxy. You know, maybe one day we'll have movie night again, and we're just gonna go through Xavier Renegade Angel. My cats like to bake slash mush when they are laying on top of me. Unfortunately, they do with plot. Yeah. Oh. Sayla. Because I'm usually not on the couch, Sayla usually doesn't make biscuits on me. Char does, though. He likes it when someone's sitting on the couch when he's awake, and, like, he'll sit next to them or put his... Yeah, he'll just sit next to them, and then he'll put his paws on you and then, like, start making biscuits slash, like, you know, stretching his claws. Sayla, what she likes to do more is just, put her weight on you. So, like, she's not sitting on you, but she's definitely made it so, like, she lifted her, like her body up, and then just, like, puts it on you, onto your side. It's like, imagine, like, your left leg, cat comes up to your left leg, and what she does is sits next to you, but adjusts herself so, like, a lot of weight is on you. But she's not sitting on you, though. And then when I go to sleep, she likes to be on top of the body pillow, and then sometimes will sleep on top of me. Or, No, she'll sit on me. I mean, she never likes to sleep on me though. I think it's because I move too much. But she will just like plop herself on my chest, and then like usually after like 5 minutes, she'll just move. I think it's because she knows I roll around in my sleep, so she's like, I want to be here, but I'm not risking it. I know exactly what you mean. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, that's what Sayla does. And then Char, yeah, he's the one who puts like his upper body on your like your arm, your leg, and then kind of stretches out his claws. Yeah, I have a body pillow. So my body pillow was just like a normal body pillow. It like had like blue like zebra stripes or whatever. It was like blue and white, but it was zebra stripes. And then a year and a half ago, or a year ago, when Bex sent me the like that package just full of different things she couldn't keep at her house anymore, she sent me the Astolfo body pillow. Or no, she sent me the body pillow cover. And then I just replaced the blue zebra stripe with the Astolfo one. See, I've had a body pillow for years, but it never had an anime cover, though. It was only a year ago when Beck sent me one. That's when I got one. I've already sent a pic, though. It should be in the Discord. I don't remember what channel, though. If not, I should have a picture of my phone, so I'll just send it there then. Yeah, I kind of thought I did send this already. But no, I did send it. Problem is, I don't remember what channel. If it's in general chat, that's too far back to go. Much easier to go through my gallery. What the fuck? No, okay, no, I didn't go far back. No, there's that. Oh! Wait, I might be able to find... Give me 1 second. I know I've sent it somewhere, I just don't remember where. Maybe that's... It might be just easier to take a picture, but I want to be stubborn. I want to look through. Oh, my gosh. Looking back at some of the things that Bex has sent me, it's like... Oh, boy. Alright, fuck it. Alright. I'm gonna just take a picture. Yeah, keep chatting away. What happened? Alright, I have sent the picture. Look at judging. As if she doesn't sleep on it. Alternative's cruelty has been on your mind for a long time, but recently it's begun to feel intolerable. You decide to take a walk in the woods to calm yourself, but it seems that with every step your mood only grows darker, your agitation greater. As you walk, you remember the names of alternative friends who have fallen to the planet's injustices, and your mood goes from bad to worse. You've been waiting around like a spoiled, self-centered narrative device for a lightning bolt of illumination to reveal your reason for living. To explain your peculiar and insatiable hunger for friendship and show you the destiny attached to it. You think you know who caused this, but why? You've been sitting here like a child waiting for a teacher to explain the answer to a difficult math question. Vriska and Terezi are arming up to change the world, and what are you doing? Your usual bullshit, you're thinking. You're navel-gazing. You are navel-gazing. And then with a sudden blind clarity, you understand. Vriska is right, Terezi is right. The answer is revolution. Who gives a shit? Who cares what some big dumb universe thinks your destiny should be? You'll take Dreamboulder's advice and choose your own fate. Take the answer to the meaning of your life into your own hands. Set your own course. The gods, the fates, the universe, or whoever will have to jump back pretty sharply because your direction is clear to you at last. Your agitation turns to indignation. Your indignation turns to outrage. Outrage to anger. Anger to fury. And fury to ferocity. Ferocity to white-hot resolve. The horrors of this planet have got to stop, and you are feeling particularly dramatic today. Doubtless due in part to the shift in narrative tone and general prose quality in this episode, so now's the time. Alternative's cruelty and violence have upset and shocked you since you arrived. As more and more of the population suffering under these wrongs have become your personal friends, it has become unbearable. You've been wondering all along, who will make it stop? Now you know the answer. If you're the main character, and you have to be the one to get the ball rolling, if you're the main character, then you have to be the one to get the ball rolling, and you've begun to suspect that you can't die, for some reason seemingly tied to your function as a narrative device, so that's a bit of characterization you can bring to bear. No longer will you linger in the wings, waiting for the narrative to summon you to heroics. With this momentous decision girding you for unstinting effort, you set your mind to the question of how to accomplish it. You start by making an inventory of the strengths and weaknesses you possess and can bring to bear on the task. Strengths. 1. Experience drumming up friendship in the most unlikely situations. 2. Ability to travel instantaneously anywhere you go. Weaknesses. Everything else. This helpful mental exercise clarifies matters significantly. You see clearly that the only way for a single humble being such as yourself to change Alternia is to go directly to the point of maximum leverage. In other words, straight to the top. You need both of your resources in this quest. You'll need to travel superhumanly and superliminally into the immediate company of Alternia's ruler and throw your full friendship game on them, with the objective of persuading them to initiate reforms, changing rules, and set the plan on a course to civilization. But your darting intellect realized something else. It won't be easy. The ruler of a world such as Alternia must be fearsome, fell creature, a monster of no ordinary lonesomeness and cruelty. Can you handle a Boston girl making a bunch of fish puns? Are you, reader? Are you strong enough? On Alternia, you've seen gigantic, ravining Lucy? Genocidal clowns, murderous hiding bloods, and every kind of grimsly crime, to a point making belief in Santa Claus almost impossible. It stands to reason that the leader of such a world must be the cruelest, gruesomest, most terrifying being of them all, a being of nearly impossible evil. For the first time since this plan caught fire in your mind, a whisper of doubt creeps in. It occurs to you that the most likely outcome of your quest for the reformation of Alternia is a scenario where your internal organs are festooned over a wide area, your eyes popped out of your skull, and your brain splattered to a fine mist. While experience suggests that you're non-killable, that sort of thing may offend, not to mention be excruciatingly painful. Maybe it'd be a better idea to have a light lunch and lie down until your reforming mood passes. Oh, come on, if you, an indispensable narrative device with nearly superhuman befriending powers and actual superhuman traveling powers, won't try to reform Alternia, who will? Have you no pride, no grit, no girth, no cold college spirit? Go back and select the right option. Press on fearlessly for your quest. Scorning all difficulties, you decide to press on fearlessly for your quest. You gather yourself, co-sign your soul to heaven or whatever, and prepare for the worst. Close your eyes and think. Take me to the highest being on Alternia. Then you grit your teeth and prepare for the ultimate horror. You feel the familiar sensation of superhuman/superliminal travel when the world changes around you, rendering you somewhere else. Somewhere that feels quite different from your previous forest location. Very different, actually. A lot wetter. It quickly becomes apparent that there's good news and bad news. The good news is that instead of an eldritch monster, you materialize next to a rather pleasant-looking troll girl with fins on her head and wearing goggles and a tiara. The bad news is that you're drowning, as you seem to have materialized in the middle of the ocean. Other bad news. You feel your organs want to explode. Ah, that's the pressure of the ocean, alright. It sucks. Well, kelp. Your own greeting may seem a little bit less cheery in that it consists of Give me a moment. Where have I heard the opening of this song to before? I swear I've heard the opening of this song in another game. I have heard that's like the same thing before. And I just do not remember where. I'm gonna let the song loop. This noise. I've heard this specifically, and then it changes. I'll tell you when it changes. Song may not have actually restarted. Like this noise here. I've heard this. Like this. Like the same pattern of this noise I've heard. I don't know where though. Like it's right here where it changes completely. Where that part I'm saying sounds so familiar. It's meant to go into a different, like it's meant to finish almost. But then it gets cut off by this more what's it called? Medi kind of sound. Kind of sounds like I'd hear from like old like Game Boy Advance games or actual Game Boy Color games. I don't know where though. Like chiptune, thank you. I've heard that somewhere else, and maybe it's just because it's like a royalty-free noise or something. I don't think so though. But this noise, this sound, I can't think of where else I've heard it from. Your own greeting may seem a bit less cheery in that it consists of thrashing wildly with your eyes bugging out as you fight not to inhale while trying to concentrate on zapping yourself the heck out of there. To me, it kind of reminds me almost of, like, I could see. What does it remind me of? Like, the first thing that jumps to mind is Legend of Zelda. But, like, Link's Awakening, the one where you're on the island with, like, the Sky Whale. Like, it's almost something I could see from, like, the remake/remaster that they did recently. Like, that was the first thing that jumped to mind. It's like, no, I've heard this somewhere else before, though. But it gives me that vibe. I could see that, yeah, old art JRPG, I could hear it. Yeah. Like, now I'm just wondering if there's a video I watched that used this song. Like, it wasn't actually in the game, it was just a video I watched of, like, something. Also, I'm gonna say this. Valhalla music sounds like Mega Man X music. I do like her spray, it's very cute. Like, I'm pretty sure if you put Valhalla music in most stages for Mega Man, like Mega Man X5 or X4, you get away with it. Because the sounds are very similar. Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I mentioned this while playing Valhalla, but there's one song I could see perfectly fitting into Mega Man X5, with the Bat Boss. The troll girl watches in astonishment, but suddenly seems to understand. No, that's cute. For Pfeffrey deserved more screen time. Oh yeah, because it was Pfeffrey's ancestor that became Hitler, wasn't it? Yeah, Pfeffrey was just a good person, but then died. Because we had to do the calling. I'm still surprised by it, just like they were willing to kill that many characters. You see her take a big breath of water through some gills on her neck, and then something starts to come out of her mouth, a bubble. The bubble expands and expands until you feel its boundary break over you, and suddenly you can breathe. You collapse coughing and gasping onto the floor, which feels like the inside of a huge submerged balloon, yielding, but effectively keeping the water at bay. Oh, that... she's just cute. Mina. The Imperial condescension or whatever? Yeah. Her Imperial condescensiousness or something. The troll girl sits across from you in the bottom of the bubble, studying you curiously and anxiously. Glub, glub, glub. Are you okay? Recovering from your brush with drowning, you're able to notice with relief that despite her conversational quirks, she looks friendly, even glad to see you. You try to say something, but all that comes out of your mouth is water and a splurting sound. I don't speak whatever language that is. It's a very pretty one, though. You burp and some water trickles out of your ears. Sorry, I still don't understand. Do you speak any Alternian? With a great effort, you gasp, yes. Oh, yay! My name is Pfeffrey. Pfeffrey. Glub, glub. What's your name? You bubble weakly. It's nice to meet you, too, Blub. You nod politely, expel another half-gallon of water, and then weakly say that's very nice to meet her, too. Not least because if she hadn't been there, things would have gotten unpleasant for you. Oh, you're welcome. But what are you doing here? Almost nobody comes this way. You're not really on the way to anywhere? Anywhere? She looks sad when she says it, and you wonder... She looks sad when she says it, and you wonder that some poor troll child should be living all by herself way out in these submerged parts, so far from anyone. How did you manage to appear from nowhere like that? You almost gave me a heart attack, Glub Glub. You tell her that you were trying to see some superhuman power. You tell her you were trying to use some superhuman powers you had to go visit the highest being on Alternia. The troll girl seems to perk up at this. You wanted to visit M.E.? You shake your head vigorously to try to get the water out of your ears. The troll girl looks disappointed. Glub, you didn't come to see me? You apologize and say that you're quite happy to be visiting her, and that you misheard her last remark. You thought she implied that she was the highest being on Alternia, just goes to show how deep submerged waterlogging can cloud your hearing. Oh, no, Glub, you heard me, right? I am the highest... Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm looking at a math equation of all these parentheses. Most of the time, I'm the future Empress, heiress to the throne of the Alternian Empire, which is a great big loving pile of whale poop as far as I'm concerned. Nani? You look around for the multiple razor-toothed, fire-breathing, acid-spitting heads, tearing claws, and bad attitude that your Sir Alternian's highest being must have. Stream if you love fish, date. I'll say it. I think if Pfeffer was in charge, it wouldn't be as much dog shit. In fact, I would argue there wouldn't be dog shit. But Mina, on the other hand, I mean, yeah, there's a version of her where she's a rebel fighter, but who is she rebelling against? Herself for the longest time. I mean, now she's going against Jade, or no, not Jade. Jane. She's going after Jane now. But I feel like that's because she likes being the underdog fighting against the power, but then she's probably going to try to take power. Like, Mina's a good character, I like her, but in terms of, like, why does she help? Because she wants to feel, she wants that struggle to prove that she's the best. She does make things better. That's why the Dance Sister a little bit chiller as she becomes Mina's ancestor. Dance Sister's a little bit chiller life. Yes. But then Mina comes... Isn't it that Mina has two forms? One that kind of stayed a ghost, and the other one wanted to, like, say, I want a second chance at being the Empress. That I don't remember at all. I just know that one Mina was like, yeah, no, let's do this. I guess let's fight this new badass Empress. And then the other one was just Mina, but grown up and became the tyrannical ruler. Unless that wasn't Mina? I could have swore that was Mina. That John, Rose, Kanaya, and Roxy fought at the end for their side was just an older Mina, one that actually got to grow up essentially, and not only grow up but became evil. Now that she was always destined to become evil, but that shows like, nope, I'm gonna be evil. Like she just chose it. Can't remember probably, but the ancestors aren't literally the Dance Sisters made adult. They are still alternates, not direct translation. No, Aranea was trying to stop the... Here, let me check something. Okay, so Mina, and then her post-scratch version is the Condescence, which is the one that John, let's see, her Imperious Condescension, sometimes called the Condescence for short, is the ancestor of Pfeffri Prixus and the Empress of the Alternian Empire. During the time of the other ancestors and right up until the point of Alternian destruction. Implicitly, Lord English's puppet for the duration of her reign. Upon returning to her meteor-ravaged homeworld, she was formally reunited as the handmaid's replacement and went on to be his agent on Earth. where she took up the name Betty Crocker and established Crockett's Corp with the aim of furthering both her masters and her own agenda. So Mina is the pre-scratch self. Okay, so yeah, okay. So this is another form of Mina, but this one lived. While Mina herself, the one that we follow that's been with us, is an alternative. And then pre-scratch, she became, like in both versions, she becomes Betty Crocker. But it seems like on pre-scratch, she's... Yeah, let's see. Let's see. She took care of Nana and Grandpa. Grandpa was Jake Harley. But this is also pre-scratch, I believe. Yeah, pro-scratch self is, yep, Jake English instead of Jake Harley. Oh, okay. So Mina, or yeah, the condescension or whatever, Betty Crocker. It says here, I'm just reading the wiki, so it could be wrong, it could be right. Either way, in pre-scratch, when Nana was about to take down Betty Crocker, she disappeared. And it says here, at least in the wiki, this is possibly the point where she went to the post-scratch universe through unknown means. And the post-scratch version, that's where she learned, okay, these two kids, I gotta do something about them. And started to be more aggressive in her tactics. So yeah, Mina is an alternative who didn't become this, essentially, who became the evil mastermind serving under Lord English. She still has her freedom, she still has her rebellious nature, and overall a cool person. Meanwhile, the Mina of the actual Mina ancestor, because apparently she just lived the whole time, because apparently she survived both reckonings. She came back and found the trolls mostly extinct. Was like, nope, I'm fixing this. Yeah, so let's so as long as we kill the actual ancestor Mina, the one that got to live all this time, I think I'll be fine with fish overlords. I will take that over the lizard folk any day. But then you start to remember your Alternian social science. You haven't had any formal Alternian education. You're not even sure narrative devices, how are indispensable or eligible to sign up for classes, but you pick this stuff up right from when you hang around a place long enough. So you know that the Emperor spends most of her time off-planet leading merciless trolls, hordes, and conquest of the galaxy. You also know that there's only ever one other member of her royal fuchsia bloodline, the heiress in existence at any time, as long as the Condescence doesn't kill her on her rare visits to the home planet that is. Yep, Condescence, yep. Rarely visits. Apparently both reckonings, she wasn't there. Fish Hitler, Betty Crocker, Mina's dance sister Feffrey, alive through all this BS. Alive through all this BS. Feffrey's ancestor Mina, the end of the series, and Alpha Kids Earth. So what's the difference between the dance sister and an ancestor? I forgot. Also, I'm not gonna lie, when that part was going on, my eyes glazed. Like, it was really cool they turned into a game where you can talk to the various people and have various interactions. But I was not... I can tell you that I just wanted to keep going with the plot. And to me, this felt a little like filler. But yeah, Betty Crocker, original, or Mina's dance sister, lived through all that and just kept being a menace. The troll girl glubs sadly, and you realize that being the only fuchsia blood on the planet must be lonely. Not only would you have enough strength to accidentally tear any troll visit you limb from limb without noticing, but you've heard some sinister things about the heiress's Lucis. Something about being the size of a continent, hungry as the void of space, and evil as the hell devils go to if they're bad devils. Something that might discourage casual visits by friends who don't want to double as snacks. But at the same time, you wonder that such a seemingly agreeable and sensitive troll as this girl could preside over such a grindingly horrible planet as Eternia. How can she live with herself? Does she even know what goes on outside her insular little ocean? But you put all that aside for now. Here you are, where you wanted to be, right where you wanted to be when you made your master plan for Eternian reform. You haven't been devoured, dismembered, or decapitated. The person you want to persuade seems eminently persuadable, not to mention friendable. So, you're ahead of the game so far. Time to take full advantage. Your Royal Highness, you begin. Glub, you can call me Faf Blub. It's much friendlier to be on a fish name basis. And I'm so happy and excited to have another friend. Perfect. Phase 1 of your plan seems to have practically accomplished itself. But there's no time to waste. As the air in the bubble your new friend created is starting to get stuffy, and you know you're going to have to zap out of there soon. You mentioned in a casual, conversational tone that you've been visiting Eternia for some time now. Well, do you like it? It's certainly unusual. Heh, that's putting it lightly. I'm sure everyone has been incredibly mean to you. Well, yes. Let's start off with, at least, the Sea Dwellers think they're so much better than everyone else. They're just a bunch of selfish, arrogant bassholes. I like it when you do the fish puns more than Mina. The high bloods prey on the low bloods, and no one cares how the other people feel, or even if they live or die. Drones fly around killing anybody weak or useless. Oh, well, she seems to know. Okay, maybe she's got plans of her own. Phase 2 of your plan is halfway in the bag already. You feel dizzy suddenly at how your quest is working out without the effort on your part. Also from the lack of oxygen, because you're having, you're human, you need air, also knows oxygen. It might be thorns. You're gasping for breath, and the darkness is gathering at the edges of your vision. In about a minute, you're going to pass out from oxygen deprivation. What's to be done? Stick around and test out the whole you can't die hypothesis. You're fading fast. A black tunnel is closing around you, and sounds are getting dim. You wiggle your fingers and try to grasp out an entreaty. Are you okay, Blub? For reply, you clutch your throat, fall heavily to the floor, and lose consciousness. You gradually regain consciousness, and as you do, you realize that air is going through your lungs. Fresh oxygenated air. The most beautiful thing you've ever felt. You realize also that you're in a volatile, though messy, bedroom, and while you can see the underwater realms outside the windows, the room itself is dewatered. The fresh air seems to be coming from a large conch shell sitting on the floor nearby and humming quietly like an air purifier. You're swooned on a chaste lounge, and Pfeffrey Pexus is fanning you with a large palm frond. Glub, are you alright, Blub? Why didn't you tell me you couldn't breathe? You scared the piskini out of me. You struggle upright and